mana that is, well, lower than the usual stats for 4 mana, but still, it's a minion, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
Alright,
No.
so we have Druid
Wow.
against Warlock, and Hosty's Warlock was actually a zoo, and Neirea is gonna have to bring out his dead, apparently.
And also, well, the Druid has a really great opener. Both players
Yeah.
have great openers. Well,
And
Hosty's missing the Death Rattle creatures, but still.
he doesn't have his Death Rattle creatures, but I like you see the Implosion in Hosty's hand. That's something that's been making its way around the metagame, I believe, at high ranks. They're running Implosion with Sea Giants. It's been played quite a bit now. Not something you expect. Like Sea Giant, Zeus saw a little bit of play. Zixo, I think, was playing it on ladder a while back.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
it got picked up by a few people. Not the most, popular deck in the meta, but right now, you got Hosty with
The thing is,
Implosion and Probably Seas.
yeah, every single zone is still very powerful.
Mhm.
Well, if you play Implosion or you play any kind of 4-drop, it's still very powerful. So, well, I actually think there are no Dark Bombs of Soulfights in that deck just because of
Every
the
single
Implosion
Implosion,
still
yeah.
very powerful. Yeah,
Mhm.
well, if you it's kind of different, but
play any kind
still,
of
every single zoo is very dangerous. Every single deck. And Zoo is capable of sweeping any kind of opponent.
Implosion,
Still
yeah.
very
Which is
powerful.
it's a nice first deck to pick because you always have the chance, and especially against Druid, honestly.
Still,
Druid,
every
like,
single
if
Zoo
without a good
is
start,
very
sometimes you
dangerous.
just get completely overwhelmed by Zoo because they can trade into your,
Wow.
lines of taunts if you do get them.
Did you see that? Hosty didn't want to attack with the
Deck to pick because you always have the chance, and especially against Druid, honestly.
Still,
Druid,
very
like,
but risky play because if there would be actually a draw with a Death Rattle, this would mean a lot. But now he's not able to kill the Undertaker again because he will use the Keeper of the Grove to kill the Knife Juggler.
yeah,
And now
this
he
will give
has
him a
to
bit of
use-
time.
Yeah, but still the Undertaker is there and still no Death Rattle for Hosty here. So the Undertaker is quite useless, which is very lucky.
I think you have to use the Implosion here, try to get, some board presence, but then again, you're playing into swipe, right, if you're playing the Implosion,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, that's true, but still, there is no swipe though. Wow,
Oh,
4 damage!
wow, the
Wow.
maximum roll. 4 damage to the Shade. The Shade goes down, and now without a swipe, Neirea must not be feeling too good about this.
Oh, wow,
And in fact, there
that's
is no
really
swipe.
awful.
Yeah, but he's still fine though. He's got a pretty decent board, to be honest. Zoo's hand is very limited, so he has to start tapping.
Look at that poor overwhelming there. It's just begging to be used in one of the imps and just trade for
Yeah.
the voucher.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh,
There's
and
no point.
Do you use the golem? I think you can actually use the golem here.
I think he won't. I don't know. Apparently, he just swipes the board and keeps the Undertaker up with one imp because there is no swipe. You've gotten that information last turn, so it does make sense not to do that. But now with the Dr. Boom, that threatens a board wipe, kind of a pseudo board wipe, right? Because you have to get like those boom bots will get value against Zoo unless you hit the face.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Well, oh, well, tap instead of playing just both creatures. That's interesting. So now, if you play the Knife Juggler and you attack first because the Juggler can actually hit the bomb and kill one of your minions.
Yeah,
Well,
and
the two
it triggers
Jugglers.
before it comes
Oh,
in.
wow.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
So Nerea's just only at 10 HP and he kills one of the oozes with his bomb, which is really matters a lot. This is an important pick. A taunt in this situation is a crucial thing to draw into.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Boom can easily, dispatch 1 or 2 minions here off the board, and the bomb might get 2 of them if you include the imp, so there's a possibility that it kills. Actually, if it hits anything with the explosion...
You have to kill the Juggler.
Oh, wow, yeah,
okay,
it does.
you do this anyway. Never mind.
Never mind that. Who cares?
Roll, I would actually kill the Juggler. The Juggler itself just threatens the board so much.
Yeah. Now Neirea's got a really sturdy line of defense. It's gonna really be hard for Hosty to go through. Cause does he run Doom Guards? If he's running Sea Giants,
Yeah.
I'm expecting him to, but I haven't seen anything so far.
He plays 2 for sure.
Yeah. I'm just kind of surprised that there's absolutely nothing right now for Neirea to do against that 4-6, and the 7-3 is just... I mean, that's a lot of damage. Like, the lower you are on health, the less and less pressure you can put on, because you can't life tap at some point, and Flame Imp becomes almost a liability.
I personally I did cut Flame Imps some time ago in
Mm-hmm.
tournaments because the amount of hunters just made the card unplayable. So I was playing with one.
Yeah, it does
And
make a lot of sense. Like,
and
how
he
many times have you had it sit in your hand and do nothing?
with two a lot. With one it was almost okay. Like I
Yeah,
felt it was a great switch, and I switched the second one for Async Swampus, so I actually increased the matchable hunter also.
that was a nice. That's a nice tech idea. Now, Neirea got a swipe off the top, so that definitely helps him here deal with this board. And the Doom
There's the
Guard
Doom Guard.
actually, there we go. But you can't play Flame Imp first, can you?
Well, it doesn't really matter how much life points you have at this state of the game, and I think you do play the Flame Imp here. You have
It's
to
so
kill.
risky. Yeah, he has to go all in, try to
Uh,
have to
you
like
have one
positive
turn to
trades.
actually win the game, so
Hmm.
you have to go. You have to go for it.
Yeah, this is the end of it. But he can't afford life tapping because then Keep of the Grove becomes a lethal.
If you
There's a
think
few
about
outs
life
here.
tapping here, like playing the Flame Imp is actually almost the same as life tapping, but you play the creature, a
Instead, yeah.
guaranteed 3/2 creature.
But he did both. So apparently, Naire's got the win here by buffing the Dog for Boom to 9 attacks. That
Yep.
is lethal.
People! That's a
Yeah, that life
rare,
tap.
rare sight to behold that scenarios actually anything is being played at all.
And Face Hunter's been played. Like, it's back now. It's even more annoying than it used to be. Oh,
Oh,
Clockwork Gnomes. It
I
might be.
I think it might be a face rock. Well, we're not sure because
It,
the gnome still doesn't imply anything. There's a shredder also.
Piloted Shredder. Okay. You've
Host
got
is a
my
fan of
attention.
the mech cards. Like
You've
he
got my
really
attention,
likes them.
Hosty.
Oh wow, Grove. Now this
This
is a
is.
greetings. Greetings.
Greetings,
Wild
traveler.
Grove, turn two. This is awful
Yeah.
to play against.
The most important card in the entire Druid arsenal. And the swipe actually going to help him a lot sometime in the next few turns when he needs to reset this board a little bit.
Well, Undertaker turn too late. If
Ah, just
Undertaker
a
would
turn too
actually
late,
play
right?
on turn one, then maybe Hosty will actually play the
Hmm.
Wrath in turn two, and instead of Wild Grove. So just to mess with the, that will mean that he will mess up his curve.
Yeah, but it's still a really good board here for Hosty, regardless of the fact that it got him a turn late, because he does have stuff that sticks around, right? He can kill the Clockwork with Wrath, with
Yeah,
Hero Power, sorry, and the Undertaker with Wrath, so that kind of mitigates the board, but that makes Neirea keep a swipe. Uh, Unfortunately, there's no more coin for Hosty, so the Piloted Shredder is not going to come out right now.
next turn is awkward. Like, you don't want to
Hmm.
play the weapon because you're giving out so many informations.
Yeah, but
And
you still do have to, don't
I
you?
don't.
Or do you just web spin Hero Power
Well, you have
to
to
make?
take into account what will be the next turn for Druid because you won't have time to play the weapon on turn 4 for sure because you want to play the Shredder. So the first time you actually play the weapon is turn 5. So you have to take into account, is that an option for you? Do you lose potential 3 points of damage to make board control in this situation?
Whoa, he decides to play the web spinner and the spare part to buff its health to 1 where the druid can't actually kill it with a hero power. Um,
I don't think I would actually
that's
do that because if you play the web spell, you actually cheat yourself.
out of value, right?
Yeah, kinda. And also, it's when you play a web spell with 1 health, then maybe the droid will actually use his hero power to also lose tempo. But it worked
Yeah,
out, so it's
it
okay.
did. We don't know what trap Hosty got, though. Like, I don't know if it's a free... I'm expecting it could be a freezing trap. We saw one in the starting hand, he threw it away, so it could still be the freezing trap. Could be a snake trap as well. And that would surprise me too much. Kill commanding the Druid Claw here is kind of a
Yeah,
given.
of course. It's
Now,
best thing you
unfortunately
can
for
do.
him, the Shade, if it's a freezing trap, is going to go back to that hand. That's going to be a bit
We'll
annoying.
have to see. Harrison Jones.
Oh,
Oh
Harrison
man.
Jones. Now he's happy to trigger that secret and say, thank you for the card draw, sir. Oh, that is a nice inclusion to the Druid deck. I like that. As you said, a lot of weapon hate right now in the metagame, and that's definitely showing right now. It's going to be a big deal. That's 6 damage off of Hosty's potential.
Yep.
Incredible there. That was really
6
nice.
points of damage when you play against a droid with 24 points of health. Uh, can actually mean that you maybe lost the game, but still this is Hunter, so he can
Yeah.
pull off the win easily with just one Savannah Hyman if there will be no keeper
Yeah,
for
if
that.
there's no keeper of the Grove to deal with it, it can be really problematic.
Savage Roar, so one turn to combos. He has one part. He can draw into a combo next turn, but he has to take into account that he has to play the Belcher, I think, this
He has to
turn.
play the Belcher here, I think, this turn, just to whittle down some of the board. Maybe break that Spider, break that Shredder, and maybe try to get himself a good swipe next turn to clear the board completely.
I think you
Uh,
go face because if you maybe you will win next turn if you draw into
yeah,
Force of
Savage
Nature.
Roars. Yeah, you have to play the. Ooh, nice.
An
An
explosive shotgun.
anti-Force of Nature
Ah,
card.
yeah.
There goes.
Well, you first if you have a
Oh, the Ancient Launcher.
wow,
A
that's a
devastating troll card here. Not going to help at all for Hosty. Not exactly the card you want to see right now.
why did
Now,
you play the web spinner first? I mean,
oh,
kill the web spinner first. Good.
Maexna.
Yeah,
With the Rhino, that could be interesting.
this is awesome.
But he's
Actually,
gonna kill it for sure. There's no way. Does he not, or does he swipe after
he's
breaking the
smart.
spider? Like he has to. There's nothing there that you could do other than that. Like it's the only sensible play for the future turn investment. He triggers a trap, explosive trap that is, before playing his Shade of Nax.
He's now in the clear for the combo.
Yep,
So
definitely.
drawing a Force of Nature next turn is just lethal.
Yep, immediately. So, oh, Savannah Hyman here as a draw. Um, Unleash the
Doesn't do
Hounds, though.
much.
That's kind of awkward, honestly. I'm not sure. He's
You
one
play
mana off
some,
of playing what he wants.
you play Savannah Hyman and just hero power. My X
And
is
you
just
pray?
yeah. My
You
X is
pray?
awful because it doesn't threat his life points total. I mean, Druid would not be carrying so much with the Maxa unless it's being taunted. So
Yeah. But right now, like, we're looking at, 5, 8 damage on board, plus 6 from Savage Roar. So he's on 14 damage. He's 2 damage off of lethal. So if
he
you
just
play
plays
Scenarios
yeah.
for taunts, I
Well,
mean, the problem is Unleash the Hounds gets buffered if Scenarios is played.
still, you have two taunts and you have 17 points of damage.
Hmm.
I don't think scenarios with taunt is a bad play. I think it's the best play actually. To- Then you go face with your both creatures. It's
But how
it's
worried are you about the Maexna here? Like, I think buffing and going face wins you the game systematically. Yeah, there
so
goes. Yeah, because the Shade is pretty much unkillable here. And all you have to do is Savage Roar next turn and you automatically
yeah,
win.
yeah, you're right. That was a very good decision. I agree. I didn't see that, so kudos to Neirea here. A very good play.
Maexna not doing what... Well, actually, it will kill Scenarios. It will kill Harrison Jones with the Unleash the
But it's
Hounds.
still lethal next turn.
Yeah, there's still a lethal with the Shade of Nax being stealthed here. You can't remove her. No flares, no deadly shots. This is
Yeah.
not happening.
Neirea going to 0 with his druid here.
That's actually, well, I mean, it just goes to show, a lot of people have been saying Druid has died with GVG. I've seen a lot of people make, extreme claims like that because the cards they got from GVG didn't really improve their deck, but their old deck is still just as strong. They haven't
Well,
gotten any
there's Dr.
shiny
Boom.
tools. Yeah, it's like it got better with the neutral card. Like Recycle hadn't seen play much, if at all, and so there's like a few cards that really haven't been making a huge impact, but their decks are still higher in Hosty's hand right now. So you might have been right. 'Cause, Iron Sensei. You mentioned the Iron Sensei. I think this might just be the deck you were referring to earlier. Oh, Neirea with another Wild Growth in his starting and an Innervate.
Oh,
Although
wow.
a little dry right now.
But still, you get Wild Grove, you will get one more turn to actually draw into something really decent.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I think this is the deck you were mentioning. One sprint, one Gadget's hand. This might be exactly that.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, the Wild Growth and Druid. The most important card in the matchup, pretty much. But Harrison Jones in Nerea's hand. Oh, no. Oh, no, Hosty.
Oh, he's playing the Barber here. No, that's the
Interesting.
different deck from the Kingwin tournament. It's
The
very
Mech
different.
Warp wasn't in there?
No. That was kind of a standard miracle list, just with one Gazette and one Sprint instead of the second get stuff. Now this is a mech centric deck.
They got more mechs. And Nerea drops a Black Knight, but little does he know that Hosty's got an Arcane Nullifier coming up. That's
that
it.
would be insane. Wow.
Yeah, it must be a little frustrating. Like, he doesn't know that. But,
Yeah,
he'll
That's the
Uh,
hosting idea. Like just switched decks from the
yeah,
second the last tournament, so my opponent will be tricked into playing something that maybe he wouldn't in normal situation, and this is exactly this type of situation.
that's exactly what's happening right now. Like switching gears between, tournaments might confuse your opponent. They're trying to scout you. Not everybody does scout, but those who do will get confused.
Yep,
It's a really good idea in general. Now, Hosty's hand is actually pretty strong as far as removal goes. The thing is, Neirea has to be very conservative with Harrison Jones to get maximum potential value out of it.
that's
He
correct.
really has to try to maximize the if Assassin's Blade is run in that deck or Cogmaster's Wrench.
I
We've
think
seen a
there's a
lot of
Cogmaster range.
yeah, with so many
Range.
mechs.
So,
Yeah,
yep.
so many mechs makes a lot of sense. Most definitely, I like this right now. Huh? So do you deadly poison, backstab the Yeti and kill it,
I'm just thinking,
or do
you have to
you?
maintain board position when you're playing against Druid, because
Hmm.
every single damage that stacks will just bring you closer to the lethal range of the combo. So you can't really afford not kill creatures.
Yeah, but at the moment, I mean, Naria's hand is pretty small. He's already played Innervate, he's already played a Wild Growth. So his follow-ups, you expect something like a Druid of the Claw here. You haven't seen Sylvanas. She's probably somewhere in there. Although you have seen Harrison Jones, so there might be Weapon Hate. And surrendered the Sylvanas slot, which I find kind of odd. I don't think that would be the case, but...
Backstab now.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Okay.
he's setting
Just
up
yeah, yeah.
the kill on it. Wild Growth, not the most exciting card right now for Neirea.
Oh, swipe. This will be very important in some later in the game. Just to have
Yeah,
that swipe in your hand, you can plan accordingly. Just not count it. Maybe I'll draw into one, right? So
yeah.
this will be very important card to
Yeah, it's
draw
one of those
now.
things on ladder. If you've played ladder, there's that one turn you're like, if I had a swipe, I'd win the game. If I didn't have it, then I lose. So Hosty running a second Arcane Nullifier in that deck as well, which I find kind of cool. So the Yeti goes down to the weapon charge. The Drake is left alone.
4/4 creature is still a big a threat to the druid. He has no easy way to actually kill that
Well,
kind
the
of.
Tinker's Oil could work, but I mean, I am probably not too excited to do that, but oh, Cogmaster's Wrench, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's the wrench with the auto barber that makes it what,
So
4
4/2,
damage?
yeah, for
Yeah.
free action.
You can even
For
slap a
free.
deadly poison on top of that if you want. But
So
that
you
would
could
kill it
kill Belcher and then kill the slime with your
with your
Drake.
Drake. Yeah,
But
most
he
definitely.
didn't choose this. And this is interesting. Now a swipe has to be played to the
But
face.
it's yeah. Oh,
Oh, there's
wait.
a keeper. Never mind.
Yeah, I think that changes the play you had in mind, right?
Yeah,
Definitely, because you can kill the Arcane Nullifier with your slime now.
exactly.
Wow, that's
This
a
is a
really
very
one
lucky
top
draw
deck here.
here.
Very nice one. And as soon as the Hosty's weapon gets buffed, that's gonna give some card draw to Neirea, who is actually direly lacking for it right now. He really wants some card draw, so whenever Cogmasters gets played, and he's got to be
Yeah.
careful because he knows that Harrison's in that deck.
Hmm. This is a really hard turn.
Yep.
You have to
It's
kill
easy
the
to kill it,
keeper,
but uh,
but you just do it with the barber, and then you're left with 2 mana, and this is kind of odd. I
yeah,
think,
exactly.
uh,
You
I
have to
think you
Harrison
do it.
Jones here, right? Do you? He says sorry. Oh no way.
1 point of lethal.
Yeah, but he's got it next turn. He kills the weapon and then he goes face for 4 with the Druid of the Claw, or he just plays
No,
Lothar,
no, there's
and
no
that works
load
too.
of this stress.
Never mind. What am I talking
Never
about?
mind. Yeah,
Oh,
load
yeah,
of
what
just
am I
seems
talking
to
about?
you.
Yeah, this game is.
Before the draws, I was actually thinking maybe you should just play the combo get face.
Yeah, but after the Lothar draw and Druid of the Claw, it's just.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is excruciating.
Well played.
No force of
Alright.
nature. Just.
Nobody
Sa-
needs to. Doesn't even Savage Roar, just Hero Power.
Oh, yeah, right. Well,
It's
never
exactly lethal. Who cares about overkill, right? It's
Yeah.
precision. It's a scalpel where, a hammer would have done. Alright, so Hosty goes down to Neirea's Druid again, so that's 3-0, I believe.